Let us begin! Right. So we wanted... do you know what? Let's report back to Thingy then, seeing as we're here. But we want to do these 2 hunts, because I accidentally stumbled upon other hunts that I wasn't supposed to do. Which is really weird.
I think Mid might need some help.
Hopefully we get some progress done today, though.
You'll be pleased to hear that Blackthorn started work on the plating.
Excellent. 1 down, 2 to go.
So, what's next?
The helm, of course. For this, we'll be repurposing fallen scrap.
Scrap?
From the ruins. I thought that material was all but impossible to work.
Ah, but we don't have to.
Sorry.
Just so happens there's one particular ruin that's broken into exactly the right shape and size pieces for what we need. What's the name back there? I'll give you all the details.
What's her name? Right.
What's her name? It's a funny name.
Oh, Sid, is this about the helm?
Yes.
I like the way they've all got decent teeth.
I'll show you the plans then. Here you see the mithril engine, in which mithril is burned.
They're
to
poor, but they got
heat.
good teeth.
That heat is then harnessed to produce motive force. Excess heat is dealt with by means of the thermal displacement stack, which disperses it into the surrounding air. Now, were we to rely on thermal plating alone to achieve this effect, the rate of excess heat buildup would far exceed the displacement coefficient of the plating. In other words, the reactor would overheat and eventually explode. This is where the helm comes in. It connects to the plating, you see, and serves as a sort of thermal sink to absorb all that excess energy. Our experiments have shown that fallen ceramics are remarkably thermophilic. They can withstand and absorb levels of heat far above anything we are able to make today. And
Ceramic,
not only that,
really?
they're also waterproof and immune to rust, making them the perfect material for our protective hood. Why, if sea or rainwater were to enter the reactor proper, it would vaporize instantly. The forces produced would tear the ship from stern to...
You can stop there. I understand. Mid said we might be able to use parts of a fallen ruin. Where would I find it?
Ah, yes. It's in Lorbert's Pass, near
Ooh,
Lostwing.
connecting to chat. What's all that
The
about?
thing is, well, I probably should have arranged to have the pieces we need brought here sooner. You see...
Hey, how's it going, Ling? It's going alright. Just started, basically, mate.
It's no longer a matter of just walking in and taking them. It's, going to be considerably more dangerous.
Be nice to get, like, an actual silver or gold trophy at some point.
Then I suppose I'd better deal with this unwanted visitor for you. Would that help?
Oh, very much. Thank you, Sid.
I actually need to look at the trophy list, because there's some miscellaneous trophies that I need to get.
We'll meet you outside the ruins.
I think there's ones like certain quests you gotta... not quests. Certain, like, moves you gotta do. Yeah, man, I really want to get Diablo 4. Oh, look, you can jump. Giddy up, Clive! Right, so I need to find out these hunts. Can't remember where they are. Nope. Dalmacia, right. Cattery and Empty Hovel. That's what we've got to try and remember. Cattery and Empty Hovel. Oh, there's a side quest up there. We'll do that later. Oh shit. Cattery. It's not Cattery, but this is Dracos Deep. That's where we need to go. I remember that one.
Let's go.
Let's go. Can't remember exactly the way, but it's somewhere this way, I assume. I don't care. I don't want to fight you guys. Go away. Leave me alone.
Time to fight.
No, it's not time to fight. It's time to run. She said something about there's a high ground up here. How? I don't see no high ground. Can I go around? So there's a way of getting up there, and I don't know how.
All right.
Sometimes in the old Final Fantasies, there's like chocobo spots where they can like climb. Maybe this guy can tell me.
There was a time this path was guarded day and night by Lord Kupka's men.
Who gives a shit about Kupka?
Back to the Fang, leaving us lesser mortals at the mercy of whatever bloodthirsty beasts they say nested beyond.
Alright, well, he's no help. Can I climb this? No? How the hell do I get up there then? Doesn't look like there's any way of getting up there, does it? Do you know what? I think maybe I'm just gonna go all the way through and hope there's like a loop around or some shit.
Come on.
Hopefully in it. Because I want to at least get these 2 hunts done before I want to start the story again. Don't really care about those items. They're usually like terrible, those items that you find on the floor. I'm gonna kill this guy because I think I need one of his whiskers or some shit.
Rest.
Good start. He staggers pretty easy, this guy, it seems. Did I get anything from him? Really? I need a whisker or some shit from him.
Good girl. Faster.
Right, it says I can't go up this way, but I'm just gonna have a little look. Latany's cleft.
Be safe.
I definitely can't go in there, no. No. Joker with a Dracos Deep. So this is where one of the hunts is, but I'm yet to find it. I don't know whether there's like some sort of loop around. Search this area anyway.
I need to ride from here.
Okay. Can't have the chocobo here. It's Tinder! I don't want to go on Tinder to find out where I need to go.
This must have been a fishing village. Before everyone left.
Shut the fuck up. Easy. They really messed up when you just, like, they should have just added a button, the sprint, you know what I mean? I don't know why you can't just, like, click analog or something and it'll sprint, like, why does it have to wait for you to automatically initiate the sprint? It's just so stupid. See, if I was a developer I would have put a chest in there, but I'm not a developer, I'm just a meager arsehole. $10 gil, fuck yeah. So this is why I shouldn't even bother grabbing shit off the floor, like 10 gil, really? So there's definitely a way there, isn't there? Maybe I have to go this way. That makes more sense, actually. Do you know what? Seeing as we're here, we might as well explore, right?
No use calling Ambrosia now. Come on. All right.
Alright, alright, alright.
Time to fight.
Might stumble upon another, like, hunt there. I didn't mean to. Who knows? This looks interesting. Nah, surely that's not a hunt, right? It's too obvious. Yeah, that's not a hunt. Let's kill him. Ooh! I pressed the wrong button. Sometimes I feel like I'm playing Dark Souls, I press the wrong buttons. Easy peasy. We'll go with that. But it looks like this area is probably later in the game. There's got to be a hunt here. Look at this big open area. Like, there's got to be a hunt here at some point. We're just too early, I think. Oh, I'll tell you what I forgot to load. Lumia. I always forget that because it doesn't seem to work if I do it before the stream, so I never do it before the stream. I always do it while I'm streaming and I'll load that. Alright, so this was just a waste of time. Leg eater.
It'll do, girl.
Oh, it's still not loaded yet, this shit. Lumia playing up today, it seems. Yeah, so maybe we could like loop round to where. So I'm thinking if we go up here, it'll loop back round down here. I don't think it is gonna, but while we're up here, we might as well give it a go, right? Hang on a minute. Oh, hang on, I can't go up there. Okay, so I might as well go back then. I'll kill these fools. There we go, me loading now. It's running a new PC, just stuff like that just takes long to load now. One day, I've just had some new sponsors, I might be able to, but... I've got 2,000 points. In that case, I should probably spend some, shouldn't I? Lumia's here. Feel free to change your lights, ladies and gentlemen. Right, so... If it's mastered, I can put that on, innit? So I think I'm going to master that. I don't really use that. I do use that, though. So, you can switch out shit, right? So the one that I don't like is the one with square, really, with Garuda, but... Right, I'll change this. That one's pretty good. So I think this one is the one I want to get rid of. And I might get it for this. Because this one, like, protects me while I'm fighting. I think that's pretty cool. Like, the other one's handy for, raising... raising thingy, but stagger. So does it matter if I don't use it? That's pretty good. I found anything else? Alright, what's quicker? Running through? Nah, I'll teleport. Do. Paul Hasbilla, mate, is no longer on the stream. There you go. You see him now, my bodyguard.
Run like the wind.
That dog must be roasting me.
Time to fight.
Although he is Fenrir, isn't he? So he should be alright. Fenrir's ARD. Gilbug. That water looks beautiful though. Looks like an Instagram filter, that water. Salamander. Wait a minute. Is this blocked off? Shit. Alright, Salamander. You wanted a fight? You're gonna get one, mate. How long do those wisps last? Doesn't seem to do much. Alright, he's dead. So you can't go up here either. What the f... I'm so confused. So confused. I've got hunts I need to do. And one of them is up here, but how the hell do you get up there? Like, am I blind or some shit? Maybe down this way? Oh, surely not. I'm gonna have to look. Because why do they give you hunts if you can't actually get to them? Like, it makes no sense, right? If there's no access to the hunts, why give you the opportunity to hunt them? In fact, not only give you the opportunity to hunt them, but give you harder hunts that you do have access to and not access to the easier hunts. It could be that I'm just blind though. Sometimes when I can't figure something out, it's something so simple that you just wouldn't even think of it, you know what I mean? If we can't find it, I'm just gonna crack on with the story. Actually, I've got to do that side quest first, then crack on with the story. Hang on a minute. Was there a thing there? A hunt there? I might have to look. I feel like I recognise the name Terraces somewhere. I'll have a look. I could be wrong. I know there was bombs down here before. Nah, there's no hunt here, is there?
Time to fight.
Cool. I've opened that chest as well, so I don't care. Chest is the only thing you should be looking for, really. The normal little things you find on the floor are kind of just pointless. But chests sometimes give you, like, actually decent loot. Do 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 do. Alright.
Enough of you, are there?
So I'm going to go left and hopefully it'll circle me round. I doubt it, but we're going to give it a go. And who knows, we might find the other hunt now I'm looking for as well.
I can walk from here.
Really?
This might take a while.
These whiffs were quite funny. Don't do a lot of damage, but it staggers them, right? It's like a mini stun on Dota. Chunks of Wyrite. Right, so I can't go up there, which circles me to there, and I can't go up there, which puts me up there. Can't go down there. Fuck it, where can I go in this game? Empty hovel, that's where one of the things is, actually, so we're gonna go over there. That's where one of the hunts is. But the hunt up here, I have no idea how to do it.
Good girl. Fly, Ambrosia.
How do I place a marker? There we go. Maybe we need to progress the story a little bit more. Really? This is where the hunt is? I'm sure it said empty hovel. Anything floating around here? That's weird. Was it empty hovel then? It must have been somewhere else. I must have got mixed up. Here we go.
They don't look happy.
shit. Well, that's one down.
There's a good boy.
Was it just a bunch of those guys? Oh, fucking hell, okay. What the fuck? Shit. Right, we've got loads of shit. Oh, nearly load up. Right, so that hunt's done.
Peace at last.
I still don't understand why I can't get up there, man. That's weirded me out a bit. Might have to Google this hunt. Like, literally, I can't figure out how to get up top. I don't know whether I'm just being stupid.
We're seeing troops amassing at every port.
Also, what did this guy do before?
Fancy a look at the list, do you? Quick look.
Oh, there we go. Don't know what this is, but let's do it. Side quest.
Good day to you.
G'day.
Sid.
Sid! My name's Clive, thank you very much.
The crystals we get.
Quentin Tarantino, mate.
Your timing is exquisite, as always. I have a concern which you may be able to assist me with.
Go on.
There are whisperings afoot of shadowy figures having been sighted outside the village. Rustlings in the undergrowth, suspicious noises. My people fear that they are being watched. It may be no more than a surfeit of nerves, understandable in the current climate, or it may be the prelude to something altogether more dangerous. Given what I hope you'll forgive me calling your nose for trouble, I wondered if you might investigate.
Of course.
Of course, fucking of course.
You might begin by speaking with the good citizens of Lostwing. Listen to their tales, and make what you will of them.
All right. I will.
Oh, hang on.
Hello, Sid.
Right. Let's see what the people of the village have to say.
Really? I gotta speak to all these people? Oh my god.
Something we need to take more seriously.
You all right, Sid? Something on your mind?
There is actually. Can I ask you something? Quentin tells me people have mentioned shadowy figures out in the woods. Have you noticed anything unusual?
Oh, that. No, sorry, can't help you. I heard the rumours, mind, from the lads working over at the vineyard, but none of them has seen anything either.
All right. Thanks anyway.
That's a pointless conversation, isn't it? Why did it send me there?
The crystal. We get from the tailor all but
Do you have a moment?
not in
I think I'm just going to skip this, to be honest.
Seems Lorbert's Pass is our best bet then. What do you say?
The last one was like, oh, sorry, I can't help you. I'm just like, do you know what? I'm just going to skip the dialogue, because that's just bullshit. Oh, wait, I've got to go here for a story thing anyway. Two birds, one stone, innit? Can't have music in this place. Good boy, Torgal.
Fuck! He's seen us. Get them before they escape.
Black Shields. Here. What the hell are you doing here?
What is it to you? Not that we give a damn. All that matters to us is that you don't leave here alive.
These wisps are well funny. They literally just deal like 15 damage every second and like just stagger them so they can't even attack me. It's hilarious. Ooh, don't you know level up? You got to level up. Don't you know level up? Yeah. I feel like level ups don't really do much, but it's good for HP, I guess.
Why were they here? Were they planning an attack on Lost?
Right, I'm gonna go do the story now.
I need to warn Quentin.
Just can't bother to walk all the way back, so might as well do the story then come back. Shouldn't even bother with these guys actually. No, 13's kind of like, what's the point? Yeah, 9 ability points, yeah, no point. Shouldn't have bothered.
Oh, there you are, Sid. Thanks so much for coming. The, ruins are just over there, as is the creature I told you about, I'd imagine. Would you mind?
Of course. I'll be right back.
BRB.
Anybody home? This must be our unwanted visitor.
An eyeball.
Go.
Old eyeball pool. Wait, what the fuck is this shit? Oh, is that his move? I thought it was my move. Shit. He's annoying. Shit. Oh, it still hit him, that's nice.
Farewell.
Nice.
The things I do for you, Mid.
Sid! Oh, thank goodness you're safe.
You shouldn't have any trouble now.
Indeed. Well, don't let us keep you. We'll, see that everything is transported safely back to the hideaway.
All right. I'll let Mid know you're on your way.
Mm-mm, 600 XP, ooh, nice. I had a warrior, increased strength tonight? No. Don't give a fuck, mate. Don't give a fuck about that one. Okay, let's go give him this side quest now.
Good day to you.
G'day.
The crystals we get from the tailor will...
Clive, how goes the hunt for our sinister figures?
I found some black shields hiding near Lorbert's Pass. They're gone now.
Black Shields. The Empress's former bloodhounds. Though they serve another master now. One who means to root out and destroy both me and those I care for. And it would appear the pack has finally caught the scent of its prey. Damn it all. I had hoped I would have more time than this. More time to prepare. But if we are cornered, we have no choice but to bite back. And bite back we shall.
Ooh.
You're going to need to explain. Who did the Black Shield serve now? And why would that person want you dead?
Because I want him dead.
Who?
The former Lord Chief Justice of Sunbreak. All that I have built here is for him.
I don't understand. Why him? Why Lostwing?
I suppose it is better that you know the truth.
Yes.
I was a member of the judiciary once. So sickened was I by the injustice of this world, I swore to fight it. And fight it I did in my own small way. I saw more than a few corrupt officials condemned to the very cells into which they had thrown blameless innocents. Men to whom the law was but a scourge to turn against the powerless. And throughout, it was the Lord Chief Justice who backed me, who was my one true ally in the quest to see justice done.
So what changed?
I discovered that he hunted bearers for sport. I was a fool to think he shared my hatred of venality and vice.
Imagine hunting slaves for sport. It's pretty fucked up.
A means of ridding himself of his rivals. A mask to hide the rot beneath. I filed suit against him immediately. His response, however, was rather more visceral. He had my entire family slaughtered, and he faced no punishment whatsoever. I lost everything. My loved ones, my livelihood.
Fuck that, man. Imagine losing your whole family.
The faith.
Why would you want to live off that?
Any modicum of justice might be achieved through the courts. So I set about enacting my own. I tracked down every soul who served him and slit their throats myself.
Fair play, that's a good reason to stay alive.
Myself proved an altogether more difficult target. With money and power come protection. And so I saw that I would need an army of my own. I came here to Lostwing and began recruiting like-minded individuals.
And everyone here knows this is why you do what you do.
Of course. They too have lost loved ones to the bearer hunts.
Of course, I ain't stuck between teeth now.
Friends sent to the gallows to spare the guilty, all under the watchful eye of the Lord Chief Justice. Our wounds are the same, and our cause is the same. We are comrades, and our revenge is already in motion. We know where he hides, how numerous and well-trained his guard. What we did not know until now, however, was that his plans may already be in motion too.
Quentin.
Our time is short. He may move against us at any moment, unless we move against him first. My friends and comrades, it begins. Make ready for war.
Ooh. $500 XP for that, nice. Actually got some crap out of your cell, don't I?
I'm not going to change his mind.
What can I interest you in today?
Do I have one of them? Yeah, I do. I think I have an improved bastard sword, so I won't. Yeah. Materials, right? There's some materials that are just literally used for selling.
Yeah, that'll fetch a good price. Here's what we agreed on. Yeah, that'll fetch a good price.
I'll buy it at a high price. Oh, there we go, done.
Good fight.
Is that it? Nothing to do here? Alright, let's go back to thingy then. I still want to know how the hell to get this hunt. I'm gonna Google it, I think. I have to Google it, literally. Because I'm either blind or just stupid or both. Alright, so I killed those guys, so yeah, Grimalkin. I'm actually going to Google this because it's pissing me off. Pardon me. Grimalkin. Spiteful old woman. What? Wait a minute, that can't be right. Hang on. Send us down here. But I'm sure it said it was up here, the hunt. That can't be right, can it? Let's have a look-see, I guess. Do 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 do. So apparently it's in here.
Be safe.
I guess it is. Why did it say it was somewhere else then? I don't understand that. I'll have to Google these hunts from now on.
Playtime for the pack, is it? Let me introduce you to Mark.
Oh, missed. How many little minions has he got? Here comes Big Daddy.
And then there was one.
Cool, he is big, isn't he?
Too slow. Nice try.
Shit, I used the wrong one by accident. There we go, sweet. Sweet as a nut. Right, so we finally got that bloody thing done.
That wasn't too bad, was it, Torgal?
Good boy, Torgal. So Torgal does make me want to have a dog again. I've literally had a dog in my life, like, all my life until I hit adulthood, really. Until I hit about 24. It feels strange not having a dog in my life. Clive.
Anything else?
Nope, you're useless. Right, we can go this way apparently. I thought there was a thing I could craft, but...
Editors started reading books that don't have any pictures in. If I don't come up with something soon.
Mid. Helena has recovered the material for the helm. She'll be along shortly.
Excellent. Another job well done.
And just one remaining.
Right. Right, the shielding. This one's a bit of a bugger.
A booger.
The plating's enough to stop the engines going pop, but those things will still be spitting out enough fire to set the rest of the ship ablaze. Which is why you need proper shielding. A prison for the dragon's breath that's blazing away inside. I thought a triple thick layer of tempered steel might do it. Or more of the stuff that the Fallen use, but they'd both be too heavy. The helm and the plating are bulky enough as it is. Add any more weight and the whole ship would be at the bottom of the briny before we'd even started. I need something light. But I've racked my brains and I just can't think what would do it.
Well, if I were in need of obscure knowledge, I know whose counsel I would seek. Harpocrates.
Tomes? Yeah, well, I'd thought of that, obviously. I've got all the details written down here. Can you take this to him? See what he makes of it?
Why don't you do it? Is that all I am? A fucking postman in this game?
I think Mid might need some help tidying up that.
Just a messenger, ain't I? Except I want to be shot.
We're seeing troops amassing at every border.
Just shoot me now! Although... might get a trophy if we go to Tomes, actually. If we're lucky. You wish to read the tomes?
Harpocrates, do you have a moment?
For you, Clive, always.
Well, actually, it's for me.
Ain't that cute?
Could you take a look at this?
Shielding for a mithril engine. Whatever will that girl think?
I like the way it shows you the blueprint. It's like, yeah, I totally understand what any of that means.
She has some specific requirements for the materials.
Gay man says what?
Able to resist
What?
extreme heat on the inside, and yet remain cool enough on the outside not to set the ship alight, while also being light enough not to sink it. As you can imagine, she's struggling to find anything that meets her needs.
Not gonna lie, mate, it's kind of boring at the moment. We done a couple of hunts though.
I wondered if you might know of a solution, or if you might be able to search the records for one.
It's just literally just like talking and talking and talking. It's just like
Different approach.
yawn.
Consider the lake we have made our home.
Like literally, one of the quests I've just done, right, is I spoke to a woman who's in the same town as this old bloke, and she's gone, "Can you speak to him? Can you deliver this to him?" Why can't you fucking do it? You're in the same town, woman.
But Bardolph must varnish every board twice over to keep it from rotting. And Obelus complains that without a constant supply of...
Yeah, just like, I can't understand if it's a different town or a different city, but literally just from one end to the other of this place, it's just like, really? Fetch quests are getting that bad now?
Said to be able to resist even the most ferocious flames. Before the dragoons tamed the worms and wyverns of the realm, nobles would daub their castle walls with it in order to...
We should stay in the kitchen, that's totally true.
So if we could recreate it...
It might be applied to some material or other in order to provide the protection it requires. As to how best to apply it and to what material, perhaps Bardolph and Obelus might be of assistance. I shall speak to them and see what they might have to offer.
And then if they don't put any ketchup on it, you gotta fucking beat them up, innit?
I shall discuss the specifics of how it might be
Fucking hell.
put to use with our two friends. The knowledge
Although some people have brown sauce.
useful to we of the modern era.
Thank you, Hippocrates. And since you're...
I had 2 burgers today, actually.
Perhaps I should too.
Been doing some hard work today, so I was like, I'll treat myself to a takeaway. Yeah, they're quite expensive though. They're like £4 saying each, but they're better than the other takeaway. The other takeaway's like cheaper, but it's shit.
We do.
Nah, I didn't delete last night's VOD.
For the ingredients we need. I could do with some help.
I ain't gonna. Yeah, I mean,
The other can assist me in
can't be
researching
asked.
how best to prepare the shielding itself.
Someone might want to make some clips out of it. Yeah, you know I mean, or I might want to go back and make clips. I don't know.
Well, if Jill's game.
Thank you.
I am sure either of these fine young minds would prove indispensable in my research. I leave the decision as to who will go with whom in your capability.
Yeah, it's pretty funny. It was a good night. I mean, I'd rather Jill.
Shielding that guards against even...
So, Clive, who will accompany?
Who the fuck is Tarja? Should I pick Puffy? I don't think it matters, really.
All right. So, what are we fetching?
Oh my god, she literally said fetching. Literally knows it's a fetch quest already.
Garlic. Conch shells. Are you sure this is the right list? Looks like the ingredients for someone's supper.
Though these items may seem mundane, they have potent effects that are rarely exploited. Effects for which they were once highly prized.
Taj Mahara.
So, in fact, that they were harvested almost to extinction, hence moon dews having fallen from favor. Now, of course, they can be obtained with ease. You should be able to find everything you need at the market in Northreach.
Do you see Harry Kane went to Germany, Bayern Munich, and then their first game was a cup final and they lost.
All right. Stay safe.
Lost 3-0.
See you later, Clive.
Good luck with your research.
Mate, can you imagine if he goes Bayern Munich and they don't win the Bundesliga, they don't win a cup, and they don't win the Champions League? That'd be so embarrassing. That'd just be like the funniest thing ever.
How good it is to see you, Clive. I have compiled some new entries, if you would like to see them.
Now fuck off.
What subject shall we consider today?
Okay, we got any side quests floating around? No. Apparently the England women are doing pretty bad as well. So I don't know what this thing actually is. I just want to replay stages. All sounds shit. I don't know when they're playing, but apparently they're just playing bad. Like, a lot of the favourites are out of the World Cup now, so everyone's like, oh, well, it should be England's to win, but I guarantee they'll fuck it up. Yeah, but they were 1-0 down in that as well. Alright, so I think we're not going to do the A rank hunts yet, so let's crack on with the story then. Which the story's fetch quests, can you believe that? Imagine putting like massive fetch quests in the story.
No. Where's Taya?
I can't understand this as a side quest, but I mean, seriously?
Keep them pilchers nice and chilled.
Need to stock up on these.
There you are, Taya.
Ah, and there you are.
Yeah, what they called the Socceroos, isn't it?
Need in a place like this. But if time is of the essence, perhaps we should split up. Take a few items each.
All right. What shall I look for?
Let's see now. Why don't
You see, everyone's going mad at that Megan Rapinoe because she missed the penalty and was laughing her head off. Probably laughing her head off because she's like, well, I don't give a shit, we're getting paid the same as the men. Ha ha, yeah!
What do you want? Pain?
But not only that, the one thing that I'm pissed off of her about, right, is some kid came up to her at an award show and she's all dressed up really nice. And the kid gives her a ball and she don't even acknowledge the kid. She's looking elsewhere, signing the ball, and then she goes like that. Doesn't even acknowledge the kid. And I think, you fucking you uptight cunt, mate. I hate that sort of shit.
Good day. That should do it. Hopefully Taya's finished too.
Fresh cuts.
Like, if that was me, yeah, I'd throw the fucking ball in her face. I'd like, take the fucking autograph off, you bitch.
Well, did you find everything?
I hate famous people like that. Don't, like, respect where they come from and shit, you know what I mean? Like, I can understand if it's a crowd of people and you're signing autographs for a crowd of people, right? I get that. You're not going to be able to have a conversation and speak to every single one, but it's literally just a kid. There was only her, there was only the kid. And she even said, oh, you're right, to someone else or something while she was signing the ball. And I thought, oh, you... God.
We're not in too much of a rush, are we? Quick chat.
I hate people like that. Yeah, equal rights and lefts she needs, fucking hell.
Do you know, I think this is the very first time we've been out on an errand together.
I don't know you are a woman, mate, so let's not reminisce, shall we, and get all fucking fancy-pantsy.
When of yours first appeared, you haven't invited me out once. For shame.
Well,
She wants the D, doesn't she?
And you did say you had some shopping to do.
I was hoping to restock my supplies of herbs and liniment, yes.
Oh, I think she's the healer for Jill, actually. Now that I think about it.
My usual supplier's not here, and I refuse to pay the prices these gougers charge.
I'll ask Karen when we get back. What is it?
There's a waypoint over there.
Just memories. I came here with Sid once, shopping for supplies, just like today.
Oh, here we go. She banged Sid as well.
I came away empty-handed. Sid even said he'd speak to Karen for me when we got back.
Well, apparently I'm Sid now.
It's really been 5 years. I remember it as if it was yesterday. Hold on. Does that mean it's been 5 years since we met? Feels a lot longer.
It does. In a good way, of course.
Here we go.
Thank you, Taya.
Oh, mate, I saw one of the funniest things today is Austin Powers in Mass Effect brilliant. How people edit this shit is just amazing.
It's appreciated.
Do you think I'd stick around if I thought it wasn't?
Yeah, they literally edit him into like Mass Effect, and it's so good.
You're appreciated too, by all of us.
I think I shared it on my Facebook, but I'm not sure. I might not have actually. I definitely liked it though. Push her in the water.
I think we've tarried long enough. I ought to get these ingredients back to Tome so he can make up this concoction of his. I'll meet you back at the hideaway, alright?
You're just a hideaway. You're just a feeling.
I heard you the first time.
She's got long hair, hasn't she? Ponytail down to the bum. Nice. Oh, my audio's gone to shit. What the fuck? It's all crackly in it. There we go. It's back in the room. Yeah, it's just this fucking audio splitter thing I've got on here. Sometimes it just goes a bit weird. I have to reset it.
I wonder how Hippocrates is getting on with the moon dew.
Good boy, Torgo. How long am I streaming? An hour and a half. Quite tired today, but it's purely because I actually done some manual labour today.
How's work on the shielding progressing?
Feels weird.
Well, very well indeed. And thanks in no small part to your kind assistance. I was just
Nah, not even hungover.
how we might best go about
I was a little bit when I woke up, but I had some food
now that we have all the
and plenty of water.
we may begin.
I've literally been out in the sun, like, working.
Count on me. I've mixed more than a few mysterious concoctions in my time.
Because I'm trying to sort out all the conifers around mine. I'm trying to cut them back so I can put my storage unit this size and then tidy up my place. Because this is a bit of a shithole at the moment.
It'll be ready soon.
Thank you.
OnlyFans content, yeah.
Right then. Jill, would you join me in the infirmary? Many hands make light work and all that. Of course.
Because I thought my dad was going to move me down the bottom. But he said he's not going to do that now, so I was like, well, I need to get this shit sorted then.
It appears our work here is almost at an end. A shame. I was enjoying playing the man of action for once. When both the shielding and the moon dew are ready, it will merely be a matter of applying the one to the other, followed by a rigorous process
I know.
of testing and retesting.
I still ain't got my shower and my sink plumbed in. So every time I use the shower and sink, it's just pissing out onto the floor. It's like, I've got to use a shower, innit? You know what I mean? At least the toilet's plumbed in, innit? Can you imagine? Just shit on the floor.
Give Mid the good news then.
Yeah, I've got to spend some days, like, tidying some shit up, I guess. Get my place, and then maybe I can actually have people stay here. You know what I mean? Get the spare room sorted. At the moment, it's a mess. And get this sorted as well.
Editors started reading books that don't have any pictures in.
Shh. Also, we've got a new like tier sub reward system going on now.
You found something for it.
Got the private WhatsApp group set up. And I'm going to make tier 2 subs sound commands, but I don't know what to do about tier 1, really.
Supervising the construction and testing of the shielding as we speak.
Brilliant! I knew you wouldn't let me down.
I'm not going to delete people's sound commands that already have them, though.
Right then, better start working out how to bolt all these bits together.
Yeah, I just thought, you know, a way to directly speak to me in it, or whatever. I'm not always online on Discord and stuff, whereas WhatsApp is so much easier for me.
I thought I'd be making swords and shields, not thermal bleeding didgeridoo-dahs.
Didgeridoo-dahs!
Displacement stacks.
Same difference. Whatever you call
Well, I'm used to have a didgeridoo. It's fucking hard to play.
enough as it is. Let's take this outside. Mid.
You think you're just sort of blowing it, but you gotta like go like I can't even do it like proper like blow, and it sort of like reverberates or whatever. It's really weird. I can't play it for shit. But the thing is, it's like the tier like reward or whatever the fuck you want to call it. It's just a way of getting like more monetized, isn't it? You know what I mean? A reward for actual tier 3 subs and tier 2 subs, because not being funny, there's no incentive to do it. Like from Twitch perspective, like what you get an extra emote for a tier 2 and an extra emote for tier 3. Pretty shit. You get more channel points actually, I guess, but still, that's still shit. Yeah, pretty much. They're the only 2 in there at the moment.
Thank you, Clive, Blackthorn, everyone. That's 1 down and just 3 more to go.
I'm sorry.
Oh, didn't I tell you? The Enterprise has 4 mithril engines, and we'll be needing a displacement stack for each.
Oh my god, I better not be doing fetch quests for all of them.
Don't worry. Now they've got a finished one to work off. My gang in Canva can build the rest.
Thank god.
Good luck to them, I say. Right, I'm off to get a sling for this elbow. Any other work comes in, keep it to yourselves, eh?
Alright, you lazy bastard.
What's the matter?
Nothing. Just daydreaming.
Daydreaming boy.
Thinking about the Enterprise sailing off over the horizon to shores unknown. Searching for a land untouched by the Blight. Just like me and my dad planned. So if the worst came to the worst and every scrap of soil in the Twins turned black, we might still have a chance. That's what she was meant to be. You see, one last chance just in case we needed it. But now she's so close to being finished, I've realized I don't want her to be that. I don't want it to be just a lifeboat for us to cling to if things get desperate. I want people to sail aboard her by choice, not from the lack of it. In a world where we're not just trying to survive, but where we can actually live.
I'm working on that. And I'll do everything I can to get you what you want.
Don't you always?
Bloody hell, a lot of women are sort of like being a bit,
Enterprise is fit to sail.
I think they like Clive a bit, don't they?
Sod our plans, I'm trusting in yours.
Are you sure about this?
Something tells me it's what my dad would have wanted.
He'd be proud of you.
I'm not quite sure about this character though.
You were gonna visit his grave, weren't you?
I was. And you can come too now that your little project is finished.
Right.
I feel like he's very like indecisive and like just I don't know, like
I'll let Otto know you're coming. Meet us in the mess when you're ready.
Aye, aye, Captain.
just I'm not really a massive fan of him. To be honest. I like the way he looks. I don't know. As a protagonist, I'm not really like he's kind of a bit meh for me.
Alright, Clive. As tricks. We'd finished sending half the hideaway traits in
As tricks.
girl do anything to put off visiting her old dad's grave. No excuses now, though, eh?
Not quite. She said there was one final thing she had to take care of. I'm sure she'll be finished soon enough.
She said that? In those words?
She did, yes.
Clive? Were you born yesterday or something? There is no thing. She'll probably be halfway to Canva by now.
Mid. I might still be able to catch her.
Born yesterday, mate.
Oh, I wasn't expecting you back.
No. Oh, I thought I pressed something wrong. 2 meteorite, is that it? That's fucking shit, isn't it? Why do I want that?
Come again.
What's the
I may have
point?
more for ya.
Did it say there's a side quest here? Mid's dungeon? What kind of dungeon?
Is that the thing Tomes helped with?
Obolus, have you seen Mid?
Yep. In a boat, going that way.
I like the way you say going that way and doesn't point anywhere. Well, yeah, thanks, mate. Going that way. Just read your fucking mind, should I?
Paid for a dinghy and rowed off. Oars going like the clappers. Got some life in her, ain't she? But anyway, I was on my way up to see you, as it happens. Got a letter from
Yeah.
by the sound of it. One of your uncle's men said I was to hand it to you in person, post-bleeding haste.
Post haste, and he stood there.
Thank you, Obolus.
Yep. Yeah, it's piss easy if you use the rings, mate. I haven't even used them yet, but I've heard stories, and it's just stupid. My dear boy, my journey to Canva has been a resounding success. The friend I mentioned has not only agreed to share the contents of the strongbox with us, but his considerable knowledge of goings on in the free cities, by which I learned the endeavours of a certain young friend of yours. Though I for one believe Miss Telemon's project will be quite a valiant enterprise, I doubt the Cavernian authorities, there's a bug on my screen, get the fuck off, will take kindly to the unauthorized use of their dockyards. No matter how deserted, and if rumour has already reached my friend, it may not be long before the guildmasters are rapping at the door, which is why I pen you this note. I would like to borrow your man Gav, the one-eyed guy, for a moon or two, that he might keep watch with one eye, till knows who might mean our little fellowship ill, and warn us of an impending attack. I trust that you will give this proposal your full consideration. What is it about this game and they love a one-eyed watchman?
I'll need someone to keep an eye on Mid.
Well, he's got one eye, use him. Fucking hell. Oh yeah, she is as well.
So what? Mid got us to do all the dirty work and then just sailed off into the sunset.
I feel like they're indirectly making the jokes that I'm making, like on purpose. Need someone to keep an eye on Mid, and then all of a sudden the guy with one eye's here. I feel like they're doing it on purpose.
Ah, don't be so hard on her. Got to admit, the dirty work was kind of fun. Everyone pitching in, all that bollocks. Just like when we built this place.
You're right.
Anyway, we all set to head to the old hideaway. I could do with getting to Canva pretty sharpish. Wouldn't do to keep Lord Rosfield of the Seven High Houses waiting now, would it? Not after he asked for me personally.
Gav will be leaving with me. Will you mind the place while we're gone?
You can count on me. Just be sure to give Sid and the others my regards. Alright.
Oh,
Going to Sid's grave then, are we?
She's got some things to take care of, but she'll meet us there.
I hope she's telling the truth at least.
Jill. Oh wait, I can't do anything else now. Well, that's bollocks, isn't it? If I'd known that, I would have done the side quest first. Bloody game, man! Sid's legacy. Wait, so they're saying his grave? I remember him getting crushed. Where did he die? I thought he died in that summoning bit.
Well, Sid, I remember what you told me. But if no one is listening to what you have to say, you may as well not say it.
Nah, just put it on Twitter and shit.
But I will say this, old friend. Hugo Cooker is gone. His shadow looms over us no longer.
It is a bit annoying that they kill off the best character in the game.
It's a pity the Phoenix can't be in two places at once. If he'd have been with us, maybe he could have done something for the Lost.
No, that's Sid.
Not even the Phoenix.
Rama.
People back from the dead.
Or Ramu.
Life has a beginning.
No, that's Sid. Now, this is new Sid. Sid 2.0. Joshua is the Phoenix, the kid.
Not as slaves to the crystals, but as free men.
May we join you?
Look at that big bastard. Well, why has she come? She's just a grumpy old bitch.
Lady Karen, what a pleasant surprise.
I thought I'd drop by and see how you were all doing before heading off to restock my supplies.
That was a waste, wasn't it?
It wasn't the most scenic view back then, but it were never as bad as this.
I know. The blight marches on.
So what's the blight? All that black shit?
And soon, there'll be no escaping Sice.
What, the old woman? Why not, eh?
So our mission remains unchanged. We cannot stop until every Mother Crystal is gone, and their thirst for ether with them. The only one that remains in Storm is Drake's tail in the Crystalline Dominion.
Our next target.
We're going to Twinside.
Transferring fish, wow.
All of the Empire
Sounds like a wild night.
guys. I wouldn't like to think how tightly guarded they've got the place. Not that that'll stop you, but we do well to scout it out before you go charging in.
We would indeed.
If you're off to the Dominion, you can take this great lump with you.
Bit harsh.
Goods.
Oh, I am sorry. Have you forgotten you're the most wanted man in the Twins? I thought you might like to disguise yourselves as the attendants of a travelling trader, assuming you've no better ideas. You wanted to buy yourself some tools, didn't you? Well, now's your chance.
You're letting me go with them? Oh, that's none.
That's his nan.
Break me bones, you great galoot. There's a caravan that runs back and forth between the Dominion and the Bocklad markets.
Why is he getting excited for? Like, weirding me out, man.
And you'll be on your way. It'll be a damn sight less risky than footing it the length of the Crystal Road. That's for sure.
Thank you, Karen. And glad to have you with us, Goots.
Oh, okay then.
Goots.
I'll get me things and I'll meet yous there. See yous down in Bocklad.
Get off! Me poor fingers!
Jill, you're with me.
Understood.
And Gav,
Already on my way, Captain.
be careful.
Aren't I always?
That bothers me. He's only got 3 little tyres on his hair back there. I feel like he should have 4. I don't like odd numbers.
Do you see that, Sid? Your protege's making a proper little outlaw of himself.
So I think this area is where you can farm some ability points, maybe. Oh, look at a deep hole. What the hell's that all about? Never noticed that before. Just a random hole in the centre of the fucking world, is it? Right, I'm gonna go back here and accept the side quest, but for some reason we can't travel anywhere else, so we might not be able to actually do the side quest anyway. Cool. Weird Science. Anybody ever seen that film, Weird Science? Bum 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 bum.
Here, Sid. Reckon you might be just the man to help me out of a bit of bother, if you've a mind to.
Alright.
Let's hear it.
Well, it's about this alembic the chief's got me making. Lovely bit of kit it is. Bunging a solution you want splitting, and it will separate it out, just like that. Problem is, it won't always get rid of all the impurities. And with some of the stuff we need it for, that ain't good enough. Which is why I've been looking for something to filter the liquid we'll be cooking off. And that's where I was hoping you could help me out.
Why not?
I imagine Ty could get some use out of this alembic too. Distilling medicines and the like. Alright. Why not?
Proper job!
So what exactly do you need for this filter?
Nothing but bomb ash'll do, says the chief. Gave me a sample she'd obtained from the university stores. Couldn't believe my eyes. You pour the blackest blight water through it, and it comes out clear as a mountain stream. So, I did a bit of reading about where I might be able to get hold of some. And do you know what I found out? It's only the blimmin' bones of a bomb king. They leave them behind when they die, see?
I take it that's where I come in.
If you wouldn't mind. I saw a billet on the hunt board for one just the other day.
Lovely.
I would have gone myself, but, well, fighting dirty great balls of flame isn't exactly my forte. You, on the other hand...
Alright. I'll see what I can do.
I've always hated fighting bombs in Final Fantasy, because you always get them to a certain amount of health and then they just fucking kill themselves. And sometimes, on some games, if they kill themselves, you don't even get the XP for it. So you do all the fighting for that, and then they just kill themselves, and you get no XP. Weird Science. Bomb King. It's a B, so we would love to do that. The Croc San Brek. The Croc San Brek. The Croc San Brek. Don't think I could travel there though. Nope. The Croc San Brek. Right, let's travel here first and see if we can watch a cutscene and go back. Waypoint. Good boy, Torgal. Onward and upward.
How are you feeling?
Right, Sandbreak. Rosaria. Sandbreak. What did I say it was in Sandbreak? Shit, I've forgotten. Let's go back. I always forget, like, I have just got a shit memory, I really do. I remembered Sandbreak, I didn't remember the first thing.
Mid told me she was building a ship.
The Croc, Sandbreak. The Croc of Shit, Sandbreak. The Croc of Shit, Sandbreak. The Croc of Shit, Sandbreak. Croc of Shit, Sandbreak. Baywatch. The Croc of Shit. Can't see Croc of Shit. Oh, there's other things as well. Ah! Croc of Shit up here. Woo woo! Hey, well now, wolf whistle. Clive, mate, don't get cancelled. Can't wolf whistle anymore.
Alright.
La 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 la. Ooh wee. Ooh wee. That Rainmaker thing, Puffy, it hasn't had a lot of good games on there recently, is it? It was good when I first signed up to it, but now I ain't really noticed anything great.
Straight home now.
Been alright, I've got to fight a bomb now. That doesn't look like a bomb. Yeah, key mailers. I've got to do a key mailer stream. Do you know what I've noticed about key mailer though? Well, I don't know if it's for all of them, but it actually tells you now how long it takes before it runs out. Yeah, so I've got like 30 days on my one. That's weird. Why would it do that? So yeah, which is what it needed, because I was sick of requesting games and they run out. Wow. What spoilers, Dark? Fucking hell, I don't want to know. Have I? Ultimates at the start of the game? I don't remember that.
I failed.
Oh shit, I wasn't even looking at my health. Was I nearly dead? I didn't even realise I was nearly dead. Wow. He kills Sid. Oh, there. That's not the beginning of the game. I wasn't even looking at my health, man. Didn't even realise I was low.
Come on.
Yeah, I'm Sid. What are you on about? That was poor. So yeah, my Facebook page said like something about stars now. So maybe if I upload reels, I might get the stars option now. I don't know. Do you remember it kept saying, yeah, I've got them enabled and I can earn stars on reels, and then it never happened. It's like really strange. Yeah, you're a top fan now, yeah. Do 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 do. I'm not sure if you're a top fan, Dark, but
There's no turning back.
ah, wrong thing. Oh yeah, WhatsApp group for tier 2 subs, yeah. Tier 3, sorry. Yeah, I know. That's why I've got these fireballs. I've got them on my Garuda thing. Jesus. Woo! Hi, Mark! Defeat 10 Notorious Marks trophy. Bronze trophies in chat, ladies and gentlemen. $9,000 gil, nice. Ooh, got some bomb ember.
Your reign is over. Now to collect the ash. This looks like the stuff. Let's see if there's any
Bomb ash. Oh, wrong thing. Okay, side quest done. Another hunt done. You're just a hideaway. You're just a feeling. Taking me higher than I've ever been before. In chat, ladies and gentlemen. In chat. I like bronze trophies, so I like my women brown.
All right there, Sid? How's that hunt for the bomb ash going?
I have it here.
That's the stuff. And plenty of it, too. Enough to keep the Alembic bubbling away for a good old while. You're a gent, Sid. Let none say otherwise.
None say otherwise.
Let's get this contraption up and running.
This guy's excited, isn't he? Bloody hell.
There we have it. The Telemon Alembic. And it works just like the chief said it would.
Very impressive.
Just looks like a fucking fireplace. A shit one at that.
Speaking of which, I still haven't returned the favor.
There's no need. The good it will do for the hideaway is reward enough.
Don't be silly.
Don't be a silly lad.
Look at that bag of yours. The one you keep your potions in.
Ooh, finally we got a bag upgrade. I was wondering when we was going to get that.
Kind of magic.
Well, we happen to have isolated a substance in our test run of the Alembic that I reckon will make even the toughest lever supple as anything. Thought we might use it to breathe new life into old boots and the like. Save the hideaway a few gil. But I reckon if we slap a bit on your bag, it'll loosen it up enough for you to squeeze in a bottle or two more.
Well,
Man, since I opened all my windows and shit because I've been cutting all these conifers, I'm getting like loads of random bugs.
I'll only be a mo. Well, what do you reckon?
it certainly feels more flexible.
Right? Told you.
Thank you. I think.
No.
You think?
You.
So I mean, he's indecisive. He's just got an upgrade on his belt or whatever, and he's still indecisive about saying thank you about it.
And I'm telling you, there's plenty more where that came from.
Yeah, maybe. With the same exotic compound that was applied to the leather this satchel will be needed into the pair of boots, they should surely become more supple enough to accommodate a man with 20 toes. Necessary for increasing consumable inventory capacity. Yes. Inventory increased. So I guess I can hold like an extra potion or two now. Potions up by 2, high potions up by 1, and tonics up by 1. Not bad. What about elixirs? Is that another side quest there? We've gone a long way. Although saying that, I can collect something from here anyway.
How may I help you today, Clive? Come to claim your just desserts?
Just meteorite, which is shit.
All done?
What a terrible reward. I get that anyway, you know what I mean?
Mid told me she was building a ship.
I wish you could sort of silence these random things popping up on the screen, because they keep repeating the same shit.
He cracked the crystal too.
What the hell's this shit?
Hopefully it's nothing. But I should speak to Blackthorn just in case.
So there's loads of like quests in here now as well. Oh god.
What could be wrong with Torgal?
Something wrong with Torgal now. I hope I don't have to read all this shit, but I'll do the side quest ones.
Trouble with the ledgers. Shouldn't he be asking Otto for help?
Do 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 do. This
won't take long. I just wanted to ask how you're getting on. August was worried about you, and you might still be doubting your craft, even after learning the trick of that cuirass. Is there something else weighing on your mind? Perhaps sharing your thoughts might help.
That bastard's like a dog with a bone. Still, you've got a keen eye, I'll give him that. He's just, well, Karen showed me something. Something I've never seen before.
And that was?
A sword. An odd-looking thing with a single-edged blade. The metal itself wasn't anything to write home about, but fuck me. The edge of it.
I do like the swearing.
In two with a weapon like that, and he'd be halfway home before he even realised he'd been cut.
So that's what's troubling you?
No. Not troubling me exactly. More distracting. Can't stop thinking, how do you get an edge that sharp? It's driving me mad.
And if you knew how to do it, we could arm the curse breakers with even better blades.
That's about the size of it, yeah.
I'll see what I can find out. Sharper swords are always welcome.
But the edge on it, fuck me.
You're a soft touch, you know that. But I can't say I'm not grateful for it. Good luck, eh?
Thank you. Let's see what Karen knows about this sword.
I gotta speak to Karen anyway.
I got your note. You think something's wrong with Torgal?
So you can read. Congratulations.
What a bitch.
I didn't say I were wrong with him. I said something weren't right. He's not been eating me treats. He used to love cracking the bones from Molly's boiled brown, but now he won't so much as look at him. Didn't like him. Which is why I'm of a mind that his mind's on something else. You've not been working him too hard, have you?
No harder than usual. Is that it, boy? Do you need a rest?
What was it he said he was? A frost wolf?
That's what
Fenrir.
seems to think.
Then maybe this all has something to do with whatever it is that's woken inside him.
I suppose things have been different since Rosalith. Perhaps Hippocrates knows something.
Instead of everything, you mean? Perhaps.
You're looking well, Karen.
What do you want? How
I want to know about the sword you showed back.
She's such a bitch.
Single-edged and extremely sharp.
Running around after him again, are you?
I suppose I am, yes. But I need to help him find out how to work an edge like that. It's driving him to distraction.
Little wonder, I suppose. There's not many like that make it as far as the twins, and those that do go straight into private
This time,
collections,
half past.
which made it nice and easy finding.
Probably get off around about 1-ish, to be honest, guys.
Where is it now?
You think I tell people who my clients are?
I'm actually pretty tired.
You're not likely to go nicking him off me, are you now? Fine. If you stop mooning at me like that. Lord Ignac's the man you want. Dalmekian bloke. Collects weapons and the like. And he's got more money than sense, which is why he's one of my favourite clients. Reckon he'll still be at the inn in Dalamil, where I left him.
Thank you, Karen.
Oh, and he's a touch eccentric, if you take my meaning.
I appreciate the warning.
About 3:30, I think it was, we finished.
Lawsman, I need to ask you about Torgal. Something's not right with him.
He isn't ill, is he?
I don't think so. But according to Lady Karen, he seems to have lost his appetite, which is certainly a new development. She says he's hardly been touching his bones of late, and she believes it may have something to do with what happened at Rosalith Castle.
I rather think she might be right, though not about his appetite. All canids are instinctively inclined to crack open bones for the rich marrow that resides within, and I see no reason why a frost wolf should be any different. Accordingly, I suspect it is not a lack of appetite that afflicts Torgal, but a surfeit of it. If we assume that his newfound magics require additional nourishment to sustain, it may well be that the bones Lady Karen is accustomed to providing are no longer sufficient. Frost wolves, after all, habitually prey upon far larger animals, whose bones may yield altogether different nutrients. As to where one might find a suitable substitute, some antelopes that graze the meadows of eastern Rosaria have been known to grow to a size more than double that of their lesser cousins.
I don't recall ever seeing any that large.
And little wonder. The oldest and largest such creatures rarely leave the safety of the highlands for fear of predators. The last elder antelope sighting I recall hearing about took place near Cressida, and that was long before the village was abandoned.
Even so,
Is that another hunt then?
Good hunting, Clive.
Oh no, just gotta slay him. Yeah, that push the button on Jackbox is like really hard if you're a human. So hard to figure out the aliens. Doesn't help when the viewers fuck it up and do stupid shit.
Otto might be listening. Is this better? A little. Listen. I've some bad news. It turns out the hideaway may be...
I don't know, Among Us is easier because you can actually see someone get murdered, you know what I mean?
Maybe my fault.
But there was one last night where I knew the 3 aliens, but because someone immediately pushed the button at the beginning of the thing and said it was me, and 2 other random people, I was like, well, they must be the alien then, because they're just being a fucking idiot. So I picked them, Bush, and someone else, and I was like, I think it's Connor as well, though. It's like, it's weird. And it was Connor as well. It was like, for fuck's sake, you know what I mean? If that idiot didn't press the button at the beginning...
What a surprise!
So let me get this straight. You forget to pay our lenders what they're due, and instead of coming straight to me, you get Clive to come to you.
Nah, I don't know, it's so random, I think, in the stream.
We'll dig you out of the hole you've dug for yourself. Clive, the man in charge of the place you've been cheerfully...
But another person joined as well and done the same thing, just pressed the button straight away, and it's like, what are you doing?
Why? Well, who needs paying?
Oh, just Martha. And the dame.
and, well, Lady Karen, but only 500 talents.
We owe 3 of our most trusted friends 5 million gil.
Jesus.
5 million each. They lent us the bulk of the money we used to rebuild the hideaway, you see, and, well, I must have made some sort of oversight.
Those ledgers were my responsibility, and it was my decision to entrust them to you.
Yeah, Daz was terrible at Among Us, fucking
Have
hell.
that much to hand? I can always ask my uncle.
No, we don't. And no, you won't. We've lightened Lord Rosfield's purse enough. After the king's ransom we had off him, he deserves better than to see our begging bowl. Besides, we'll need to learn to stand on our own if we're gonna make this work.
All right. But that doesn't mean you have to shoulder the burden yourself. Is there anything I can do to help?
There might be. How'd you fancy taking these to Martha and the dame?
Rocks.
Rocks, he says. Worth 1,000 talents apiece, these are. A little something Sid and I set aside for when times got lean. And I reckon 15 million in overdue debt probably qualifies. I just hope our associates' eyes are a bit more discerning than yours.
I'm sure there will be.
Should be me making the rounds, really. But you know how it is with this place. Orders to bark, arses to wipe, and all that.
I know.
You are an arsewipe, mate.
Which is why I don't mind going in your place.
Go. Do you know why I only gave Master Clive here 2 star rubies?
Because you'd rather Lady Karen killed me.
This guy looks like Iggy Pop.
Lady Karen killed you. Yes.
Well, I suppose this is goodbye then.
Don't worry. I'm sure Karen will understand.
Really? Do you think so?
No, I don't.
Very funny. What's closer? Probably this one, innit? Probably this one, innit? Oh wait, there's one here as well. I swear that wasn't there when I first travelled here. Fetch quests, fetch quests, fetch quests, fetch quests. We love them, we love them.
I wasn't expecting to be here, but it seems we still owe you a considerable amount of coin for your help with our rebuilding efforts.
If I wanted fetch quests, I'd play Final Fantasy 14, you know what I mean?
We were hoping you'd take this as payment.
A star ruby? I can't accept this. It's worth at least twice what you owe me. More if you can find yourself the right buyer.
Think of the difference as interest.
Interest? If word got out I charged that much, no one would ever borrow from me again. Anyway, why are you the one here asking me about this? I'd have expected Otto. Bit much sending the Lord Marquis out to settle your debts, isn't it? The old goat working himself to death again.
Something like that. Most days I think he's the only reason the hideaway's still standing.
Same as always, eh? Back when the place was nothing but a twinkle in the eye of a recently retired Lord Commander, word is he was the first one Sid reached out to. Probably knew that without his strong arm and level head, the idea would never get off the ground. Sid may have been the face of the hideaway, but Otto's always been the backbone. And when
The
Sid
backbone.
passed away, we were all worried that would be the end of it. That Otto would just give up.
His death was hard on everyone. But it must have hit Otto hardest of all.
But he didn't give up, did he? Quite the opposite, in fact. If I recall, he was the one who nominated you as Sid's replacement and rallied the rest around you. I reckon what he saw in Sid, he saw in you too. And don't we all? Doesn't hurt that you're half as stubborn and twice as handsome, neither.
What is it with all the women in this game wanting to suck Clive's dick all of a sudden?
I suppose I do.
I'm not jealous. Green sheaves.
Come on. Time to fight.
Bum bum bum, time to run. We don't want to fight, we want to run away. It's Clive's dicks, that's amazing, is it?
It's certainly quiet.
Does it taste like pizza? That's some fucking, what's that film? Dodgeball. Where he puts pizza down on his dick.
I doubt we'll find one bigger than that. You hungry, Torgal?
Apparently they're gonna make a Dodgeball sequel, actually. He downloaded the wrong Dodgeball. You never seen that bit of that fucking... He puts the pizza on his dick. He calls it his private relaxation time or something. Just to hide away.
No. Will it be enough, I wonder?
Those poor antelopes, mate. Just slaughtered them for this little dog.
I say that answers my question. Which means we owe the lawsmen our thanks. You're just a big puppy, aren't you? A very big puppy. You do know you can take that with you, Torgal. Lady Karen will be relieved to hear you've got your appetite back. Come on, boy.
So that means he's got stronger now or something. Do 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 do.
There's talk. How the hell is anyone supposed to...
Did you hear?
The gates to heaven.
I want to see you.
Going to the whorehouse, going to get chlamydia.
Gifts? Whatever is the occasion. Oh my. Clive, you really have outdone yourself.
Otto asked me to give it to you.
Oh, I bet he did.
The veil, and to compensate you for the time it took us to do so.
You disappoint me, Clive. I thought you might finally be warming to me. Tell Otto he can keep his baubles. I tried to tell him as much the first time around. The man owes me nothing, nor does the Hideaway. My contribution to the restoration effort was made freely and willingly. It was the least I could do.
You once told me Sid did you a kindness. I'd like to do the same. Please, accept it. For my sake.
She probably wants your D, mate. Not some Star Ruby.
It is rather fetching, isn't it? Very well. Otto is lucky to have you, Clive. I doubt anything could ever replace his son. But you and the others at the Hideaway are the closest thing he has to family.
Otto had a son.
Long ago, yes. Sid told me Otto lost him when he was just a boy, and blamed himself for not being able to stop it. I don't know how it happened, whether there was anything he could have done, but it was clear that it weighed heavily on him.
I didn't know.
How could you have? I doubt anyone did. Besides Sid, I've never met a man more keen to bear his sorrows in stoic silence. An ill habit, given that both of all.
That's what men do, innit? Really? Suffer in silence.
I'm beginning to see that. Go will want to know the stones were delivered. If he's still with us.
There's another side quest there. Let's crack on with this one then. This is crazy how fetch questy it is.
Man, shouldn't be too hard to track down Karen's collector.
The same Drake's fang is gone. The whole mother crystal gone. What are we gonna do?
Great dancing, love.
We don't know for sure.
Back again, are you?
Been a tremor.
Any more trouble and you'll be barred for life.
Oh, I didn't realise there was an upstairs. Any more trouble, you'll be barred for life. Speaking of barred for life, do you know, remember Pink Punter's Puffy, yeah? If you get banned from there, you have to pay a fine to be able to get let back in. How fucked up's that? That's got to be illegal, right?
Intrusion, but
out! Get out! I paid for these rooms, so I would.
Yeah, and it's like hundreds of pounds. So they could just ban anyone and say, yeah, you're banned for life, and then you have to pay hundreds of pounds. Like,
his lordship is going through a difficult time, and he's never been fond of guests arriving.
it sounds illegal to me. You can't just issue fines and ban people, like, you know what I mean?
Very good,
If I see someone on the street smoking or something, I'm not going to say, right, I'm fucking fining you just smoking next to me. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know, I just find it a bit strange. You could literally just say, oh yeah, you spilt your drink, you're banned, and you have to pay a £500 fine to get back in. Just do it to everyone.
No. That's just how his lordship is.
Like Sheriff of Nottingham or something, innit? You owe tax for this, that, fucking everything.
Been dispossessed of his luggage, you see. The thieves also made away with a considerable amount of coin. Coin the innkeeper will soon be keen to collect.
I mean, I've never been banned, but one of my mates got banned, and he used to have to try and sneak in every time. And if he didn't sneak in, we'd have to go somewhere else.
Yes, I'm afraid it was.
then I'll retrieve Lord Ignac's luggage. But I have one condition.
You have but to state it. You are welcome to anything that is within my power to grant.
I want an audience with Lord Ignac. A few minutes should
Ignac, paddywhack, give a dog a bone.
A condition I would be a fool to refuse. A
Of course, you shall have your audience.
I don't suppose you saw where the thieves went.
I did not, no.
I want to try and get these side quests done tonight, and then when we next come back on and play this, we can do the story.
You might find them. The bandit's bed. Every ill-gotten coin in Dalamil is said to pass through that disreputable corner of the Valcroy.
And that's where I'm heading.
I shall speak to Lord Ignac in your absence, and arrange for an audience upon your triumphant return.
That will be very kind of you.
Farewell, and best of luck.
Oh shit, I hope I don't have to do these side quests in the next playthrough.
Good girl. Run like the wind.
I'm only doing them now because all I heard is that the second playthrough, all you need to do is complete the game and get, I think it's get the ultimate weapon or something, which you need a material in New Game Plus, and obviously the ability points. So I'm hoping I don't have to do any of this shit. If I get to that point where I can grind some ability points, I might do that offline.
Time to fight.
Do 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 do.
We've got company. Come on, lads, let's tear the bastard's head off.
Bedmaker? I like those little balls, they just do loads of little damage, like. Great balls of fire! Oh, I actually got some ability points to spend, it looks like. Goodness gracious, great balls of fire!
This must be Ignac's luggage.
Ignac, paddywhack, give a dog a bone.
Alright. Let's get it back to Dalamil.
At least we don't have to go all the way back. Does it automatically for us. That's a bonus.
I hear I have you to thank for the return of my effects. What shall I call
Alright.
you, good man?
Call me Big Dick Clive.
Glad to make your acquaintance.
A formidable name indeed. Well, Wyvern, I appear to
So I'm Clive, I'm Sid, and now I'm Wyvern.
tells me you wished for an audience. Is that all?
A few moments of your time should suffice, yes.
You're a peculiar fellow, Wyvern. All right, speak.
And if you could tell him about a certain single-edged sword you recently acquired.
Oh, a true work of art, that one. Karen drove me hard on the price, but I would have...
All my hands are like cut up and shit, so they're itchy. I should have worn gloves, really. I'm hoping it's not like some sort of poison ivy that's going to come up as a rash. Can you imagine?
School of swordsmanship. They believe no combat should ever exceed a single strike, and hone their blades to such perfection that none ever does. Each sword is made for that one perfect stroke, and for that stroke,
And here's me hitting him 1,000,000 times with my sword.
second blow. There's a brutal
Egg crash, yeah.
to it, really.
But how do they hone such an edge?
Fine question. Why, they use a whetstone, of course. Whetstones, rather. A whole array of them, ranging from the coarse to the fine. 10,000 licks with the sharpening stone, then 10,000 more. But it is the final stone which lends the blade its legendary sharpness. A mineral quite foreign to this great realm of ours. And that is the key. The secret ingredient. Wyvern, it occurs to me that my little lecture is hardly equal to services rendered. Take this, together with my regards. The very stone of which I spoke, far rarer among collectors than even the blade itself, and a far more fitting payment.
Thank you.
What a nice bloke.
Pardon the intrusion, my lordship. However, it is long past time we prepared ourselves to depart.
So it is. I am locked in bitter competition with a rival collector of curiosities. I am one step ahead of the unscrupulous scoundrel, but he is hard at my heels.
And there are many other collectors out there.
Too many to count, but only one do I consider my nemesis. Lord Byron Rosfield. And is a perennial thorn in my side.
I can imagine.
Farewell, Wyvern. May our paths cross again. Radim, we mustn't dawdle.
I think his lordship is rather taken with you, Master Wyvern. Thank you again for your assistance. Coming, my lordship. I'll be right there.
Cool. No doubt.
Trust Uncle Byron to find such an interesting rival. Now, let's see what Blackthorn makes of this whetstone, shall we?
And then back to the base we go. Let's look around, see if there's anything around here first. Any side quests? No. Right, so there should be a couple of side quests here to do now. Looks like there's a side quest where the story quest is, but it might be like on the map somewhere. So, right, let's go up here first.
Is that the thing Tomes helped with?
Mid told me she was building a ship.
Good.
Because I think I'm going to go offline
So let me
after
try and
these.
accept the ruby.
Ah, about that. I tried my best. But she was just too stubborn to take it. She looked right back in my face, in
Pardon me.
fact, and told me I could stick my stupid stone where the sun don't shine.
Karen refused.
I'll tell you, I'm going to have a really nice sleep tonight, I think.
I'm sure you were as tactful as ever. Let me see what I can do.
Oh, wonderful. I hope you have better luck than I did.
Lion tomorrow. Well, I don't know if it's necessarily a lion, but I'm not going to set an alarm, that's for sure. I'm going to wake me up at 7 AM. Well, now Fate's telling me, so I'm going to put the phone on silent now. And I usually don't.
Joe tells me you weren't happy with our offer. Would you prefer the debt was repaid in coin?
I don't recall lending any of you lot me hard-earned gil. I may have tossed a talent or two in the Hideaway's coffers, but those were donations, and you can hardly call it charity if you go asking for it back.
I mean, I wouldn't mind a wake-up call, but maybe not from you, Puffy. Maybe like a big-titted blonde or something.
Surely you wouldn't shun the gratitude
Or
of
redhead.
a pauper who happened to have become a prince.
Oh, so you're a prince now?
Blackmail you? Yeah.
Fine.
My whole life is just me searching for something to blackmail you with.
Whether you like it or not.
It's done that again. Why does it keep doing that? That's weird. I don't know whether it's my internet like dropping out for a millisecond or not.
Where'd you even get
That's
this?
strange.
A decent trader might nab 1,000 times.
Kind of worried about that.
A canny one, meanwhile, might claim it were nicked from the belt of Sid the Outlaw himself and ask twice as much. Might be I already have a buyer in mind. Might be you even know her. A fine continental maid whose beauty's only eclipsed by a guile in commerce. You wouldn't mind, would you?
Not at all. Just be sure to tell her.
Probably got to go somewhere else now.
Business.
I hear you ended up delivering all 3 stones. Thanks to this lump. I sometimes wonder what I pay you for.
Speaking of which, I still haven't been paid last month's wages.
Oh, so you remember what's owed to you then? Get your ass behind that disc of yours and don't get up before those ledgers are square.
Right away.
Poor Iggy Pop.
I've seen that before.
Yeah, yeah. Plenty of times. It was the only goblet Sid ever used. Either out of habit, or because the filthy sod couldn't be bothered to find a clean one.
I knew so little about him.
Like most people.
Martha and the Dame both seem to have fond memories of him.
I bet they do.
How long did you know Sid before he...
Before he died. 20 summers, give or take. Back in the day, I was a purser on a trade ship, which is where I met him. He bought passage to... oh, forget where. And having nothing better to do on the long nights, we set up drinking island rum till the morning bell dragged me back to my duties. Quit my post not long after that. On account of making a fine maiden's belly fat. But me and Sid stayed close, promising we'd one day sail the seas again. That was...
I'd say you must have to like be someone that actually loves the ocean to want to do something like that. Because for me, whenever I see people on like these boats and shit going across the ocean, it's like just a massive choppy fucking body of water, and I'm like, God, it just doesn't look comfortable, doesn't look nice. Like a cruise ship, I can understand because you probably don't feel it that much, right? But like one of those little sailboats or something, I was just like, nah, man, that's not my idea of fun.
Luckily, Sid was of the same mind as me.
And it's not even because I get seasick or anything, but I don't know. Could be money as well. People need the money in it, so they're just fishermen, I guess.
When I had no tears left of my own, him, who swore he'd do everything he could to stop it from happening again. And he was true to his word, too. Left the Royal Army once and for all. His ranks, his ribbons, gone. Just like that. Threw away everything he had. All to right a wrong that no one else had the courage to face. I knew then I'd follow that man to the ends of the earth.
Ooh, Clive's back. Sid, I mean.
He was always too clever for his own good, was Sid. Saw the world for what it really was, while the rest of us were content to go along with the lie we were shown.
I feel like they killed him off too early.
Easy, bearing that burden alone. but he didn't let it stop him. He never lost faith in what he believed was right. And that gave us faith in him. Faith he'd steer us true. So I swore to myself that I'd always be right behind him. Ready to catch
Must be really cool to just walk around with a sword. Like, you know what I mean? I wish you could do that in real life. Just walk around with like some fucking either a fuck off like bastard sword or something that you can pull out the back, you know what I mean? Or a samurai sword. Or both.
Just the ramblings of a tired old man. Leave that lot. I'll tidy it up in a bit.
This is Sid's handwriting. Dear Otto.
I may be drunk, but I wanted you to know this place is fucked without you. Love you, you grumpy old sod.
This note.
What about it?
Sid was right. Without you, we'd all be lost.
He should have bloody well said so then. Just once. Before he went. But then, why would he? Him or anyone? I'd only have told him to piss off. You're wrong, though. Both of you. It was never just me keeping the hideaway afloat. It was all of us. I just shoved people in the right direction. I barely seem to be able to do that anymore.
Would you rather go at the helm?
Well, maybe I've got a few more years left in me.
I'm going to hold you to that, Otto.
Before you go...
Wake me up before you go.
Sid would have wanted you to have this.
What, dirty old goblet? Fuck that.
This'll do me just fine.
Is it a goblet? Or is it like a chalice?
Sunshine. I'll see if I can't pay you back.
Or is it a grail? Don't you know? It's all free, innit? That was a long ass cutscene, man. I wanted to go offline 20 minutes ago. Sid's goblet. Displayed in Clive's chambers. Alright, we've still got people to speak to.
Told me she was building a ship.
Is that the thing Tomes helped with?
I noticed you and Torgal had gone off somewhere. Take him for a walk, did you?
You could say that.
So, Molly's leftovers weren't good enough, eh? That'll teach me for treating you like you're still a pup. All right, no need to shout. Now we know what you're after, I can see about getting some in.
Speaking of which, I brought one for later. Can I leave it with you?
1, you got 5, mate.
You can, eh? I'm nice like that. In return, you can thank Tomes for me. The bloody know-it-all.
I was just on my way to see him.
Am I really? Ugh, I am as well. Can I just end the quest there?
But hopefully he'll agree it was worth it.
You learned something about that sword then?
I did better than that.
I swear Clive's eyes change. Like through different dialogue scenes. They look sort of like Raiden in this scene.
Yes. But not one you'll find anywhere in Valisthea.
Speaking of Raiden, a lot of people are moaning about Mortal Kombat 1. They think they're going to add the guy from the movie as canon in Mortal Kombat 1. They think that they've seen him in one of the trailers. Like,
It'd be so bad if all you ever fought were duels. Good luck on the battlefield. Your second opponent would be your last, no matter how good you were.
Even so, is there some way it could be used to give the Curse Breakers an edge?
I think so, yeah. With this whetstone and the right kind of steel, I could probably even make a twin of the blade that rattled me. But there'd be no replacing this little rock once I worn it down to a sliver. I reckon we get a dozen swords from it, if that. Swords that the Curse Breakers wouldn't know how to wield properly, and that would see them through a single fire piece. Nah, no point trying to copy that thing. Be about as much use as a wax anvil. But finishing our blades with a whetstone this fine, now that's something to consider. And what's finer than fallen masonry, eh? Or more hard-wearing, for that matter. Just imagine it. Good Valisthean steel with an edge as sharp as any found in the Outer Isles. I won't make a copy, nah. I'll make something much better.
I'm sure the Curse Breakers will be delighted. Just don't push yourself too hard.
Don't you worry about me, sunshine. I've been working day and night since I was.
this probably means we can craft something better now.
Yeah, when you're long gone. Hey, thanks, Clive. I mean it. I owe you one. August too. It's good to know someone's looking out for me.
You'll be happy to hear you said that.
And I'll see that my debt to you's paid. First new blade I make's got your name on it. You come and find me when you've got the materials.
All right. I will.
Let's see if we've got the material, shall we? Excalibur, eh? As long as it's not Excalibur 2.
Clive. What's saying Fordian, do you?
Ooh, we can make it. Puts my attack up 43 and my stagger up 43. Holy shit, yeah, definitely crafting that then.
Not bad, if I do say so myself.
Much better. This one I'm trying to create, but we ain't got Electrum still. I don't know where you get that from. Wait, what's Silken Sash? I've not got a Silken Sash. Can you buy that then? Would you craft it? Silken Sash then? Can you buy that?
And what can I do for you? I don't know many fleshes it. If you're gonna buy some, be quick about it.
Weird. Okay, then went speak with Hippocrates, and then I think we're gonna call it a night, ladies and gentlemen. It's getting late now. I wanted to get off at 1 o'clock, but I did want to finish these side quests first.
Ah, Clive. Were you able to locate your quarry?
We were indeed, Lawsman. You pointed us in exactly the right direction. And Torgal's been a very happy hound ever since.
Very good, very good.
Very good, very good.
part in solving the mystery.
Ah. But that reminds me. After your last visit, I found myself pondering Torgal's talents. Do you recall our conversation concerning Lady Jill's role in Torgal's transformation?
Aye.
How she somehow woke the power within him.
Precisely that. A reasonable conclusion, I thought. But one which raised certain questions in my mind. You see, the
My mind's telling me no.
Shiva and Shiva alone. And while the powers attributed to him are certainly impressive, the records imply they are somewhat different in nature to those you described Torgal as having used.
What are you suggesting?
That Torgal may be the beneficiary of more than one icon's power.
Ooh.
That in addition to Lady Jill, he has served as a loyal companion to you, your brother, and even the late Cid. In short, the icons hitherto near at hand, or should I say at paw, have been diverse and plenty, and that number has only grown as the realm's dominance have fallen to your sword. One can but speculate as to how all of this has affected Torgal.
He has seemed more fierce of late.
And if I'm not mistaken, he will...
No worries, dude. Hopefully this is the last conversation and I'm going to bed as well, mate. So, have a good one, man.
And not our adversaries.
Oh. He's more than an ally.
And thank you for watching.
He's a friend.
Slightly increases Torgal's attack potency. Ah. Cool. I don't have to use that, right? That means he's just on him now. How do I check that? How do I check Torgal? There we go, attack potency. Is that it, I guess? Sweet. Alright, let me do some abilities and then I'm going to call it a night as well because I've got 2,000 points. What do I want to level up though? Partially restoring Clive's HP. Ooh, that sounds like it could be good. Is that master or is just learn? That's just learn. Oof. Kind of want to master it though if I want to. I do use this, so I should probably master that, shouldn't I? Yeah, might as well master that as well, because sometimes I use it. That'll do. That'll do. Right, now the question is there anything around here, side quest wise? No. Right, so let's go to here, save it, and call it a night, I think. Oh, because I am so tired. I just can't wait to go to bed. I'm not even going to watch a film in bed, I don't think. I'm just going to go straight to bed. So there's a side quest right there. Oh wait, this is the Dracos Deep, the upper thing. I was wondering when we was going to get here. What the hell? So that's how you get up there. Turns out we didn't need to go up there anyway, but... Okay, save. What level are we now? 34.